You're actually going to just dive in the pool, come back up one at a time, and all us boys are going to do a cheer to see who's got the hottest tits. Here you go, jump in the pool, nice and campy because we've got a bit of a swell today. Who was in the jacuzzis last night? I actually requested from the captain to keep those jacuzzis open last night. Is it cold? Alright, up is come, you're nice and wet. You're nice and wet. Stand up here.
We'll do a clapometer, and that's nothing to do with STDs. What's your name? Francis. Nice rack, Francis. What do you think about Francis? She's hot. Good nipple action. And what about you? What's your name? Sarah. Sarah. What about Sarah?
I'm with Vicki now, who was one of the ladies in the wet t-shirt competition, and did you almost cringe when I said that? Does it bring back bad memories for you?
I had so many people come up to me after I did that going, oh, I got photos of your boobies and all this sort of stuff.
That was a very brave move, just whipping off the top and just throwing it around up top. Did you think about it, or you just went ahead and did it?
I'm with a bunch of gay men, they don't care.
That is true, that is true. So, you enjoyed the cruise?
I had loads of fun. It was excellent. I'd definitely do it again.
Yeah. And we should ask, any romances, or are you already attached, or?
Oh, there might have been a couple of romances. There might not have been.
So, do you think you'll be calling some people that you've met from the ship again?
Yeah, I think so. I've made a good couple of friends.
Yep. Great. All right, thanks for talking to us.
Well, normally I'd say around about this time of night there's a party in my pants and you're all invited, but here's a man who actually hasn't got any pants to get invited to a party in. Hello, sir, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I got to say, ahoy indeed. Well, okay, what's the idea about the costume? Could only afford half?
Say again, sorry?
You could only afford half a costume?
Yes, I couldn't afford the other
What
bits.
else you got on the cruise? And what other costumes you got?
I got a military outfit. And that's it. Oh, and the white party, which is going to be similar.
Now, are you single or are you looking for someone here?
Both.
Oh, both, of course. Well, he was single earlier, he was with someone earlier, but he's single yet again.
Yes.
He's the revolving door of love when you've got no pants on this ship, let me tell you. What do you think of the music?
Very good.
Yeah, it's all uplifting and full on. We'll have a bit of a chat with Mark Alsop here, who's just hanging out near the backwash with me. How are you, Mark?
Cool, I love the backwash.
Yeah, well, the big back of the boat, we're just underneath the ship's screw, which is one of the other amazing terms you can use on the NaviGAYtion cruise that has two meanings. So how's things been with you? Have you had permission to come aboard yet or not?
It took them about 2 hours to clear me, but yes, they gave me permission finally. They only let me out of the centre about once a week.
Yeah, Customs would not let any of these racy CDs onto the boat, I'm afraid.
Yes, I'm afraid there's a 15 plus category on them, and no minors can listen to the music that's under 15 years of age.
Now, the Mark Alsop name is known all around Australia, primarily in Sydney, but how many years have you been DJing for now, Mark?
24 years now.
God, so what's been your main club you've spent most of your time in that 24 years? You would have seen all of them.
It is all of them. I think the Midnight Shift was for about 6 or 8 years, and now Manacle I've been at for the last 4 years, and ARC as well for maybe the last 5.
And nationally, what about in Melbourne? Now, you were telling me there's a deal about to go on in Melbourne where you'll have a regular residency in Melbourne, but you can't say what it is. Well, what's the use of that on TV if you can't say where you're going to be?
Oh, there's nothing like secrecy on television, is there? It's a residency coming every week, and it's going to be in Melbourne, and that's all I can tell you.
Okay. And what style of music you've been playing now? Because I imagine during your period as DJ, you've seen it all from disco to nouveau disco.
Yes, it even went to acid house there for a while, as we all know.
Yeah. Oh, who could forget the sound of the car alarm?
And Batman.
And Batman. Well, how do you change your set on ship here? Like normally, you'd have a great set that you could just, all your killer tracks. Have you adapted anything for the cruise?
I've taken a lot of the commercial tracks away from my set. I've kept a few, so just to make it a little bit more of an experience for the guys.
Oh, I'm thinking cruise. Obviously, there's been some Barnsey put in there.
There's a little bit of Metallica and a little bit of Twisted Sister, because I know how the gay people enjoy that.
Or you would be playing some Spice Girls, perhaps?
Oh, nothing so gay, Maynard.
That's too gay. That's gone too far. That's the too far gayer meter we've got there. Sorry, mate. You get up there and warm up, and he might even have a racy track if you ask him nicely.
Oh, racy?
Yeah, come on, baby, lay your love on me.
Some girls do.
Some girls don't. Yeah, as if anyone here is interested.
Some girls won't.
Some of you may know me. I'm Mavis, Lillian Ball. I'd like to sing a lovely little song. We might bring the lights down. It's an intimate moment about how I met my husband, Percy Alcock. It was at the town hall dance in Newcastle. I looked across the floor and it came towards me. It was Alcock. And he said, Mavis Ball, for that was my maiden name. Well, why don't we take a dance? And within the year we were married. I remember my great aunt saying to me, Mavis Ball, why don't you be a modern woman of the world and hyphenate your name? Become Mavis Alcock and Ball.
Hey, Auntie Mavis, how are you?
I'm good, dear. Hello, Maynard.
It's me. I'm under the table looking up your dress.
What?
Hi, Auntie Mavis. I was just taking a chance to perf there. You don't get too much chance in community TV to do that.
That's right.
Hey, tell me, how has it been here in the stunning Atlantis room of the ship?
It's been fantastic. It's been a wonderful experience to be. I've never been on a cruise before, let alone a gay cruise.
Now, what sort of the person would you describe yourself as? Because you're very well known in Sydney, Auntie Mavis. Auntie Mavis is a major member of the Lowlands Bowling Club in Newcastle in the Hunter region of Australia. But just give us a little capsule description of who you are.
Well, Mavis Lillian Alcott, grew up in Newcastle, liked to do cabaret shows, bowling club president for Lowlands and CWA club president. Is that enough?
Yes, there was a bit of ugliness in you getting the presidency, wasn't there?
It was. A little bit of the right faction of the party stepped in, ready for pre-selection for my presidency, and tried to push the agenda of cream-filled lamingtons, and I was a bit worried about that coming into the party, but fortunately the members of the party decided that, I was the incumbent and I shouldn't be stepped aside for more of a celebrity person to take over the presidency.
Now, what are you hoping to do after your show tonight? I mean, how does Auntie Mavis hit the town on the boat?
Oh, I might get
pokies, woman?
Oh, I do like a pokey. I like a pokey every now and then. And the slot machines aren't too bad either. I also like a port and lemonade.
Oh.
And can I...
Hang on, a port and lemonade?
A port and lemonade.
Is it pronounced invalid or invalid port? How do you say that?
An invalid port. Yes.
The lines we've been doing here is permission to come aboard, and I think we should both say this to the camera right now with the conviction of which it's designed to be said. 1, 2, 3. Permission to come aboard.